When you're giving a presentation, is it okay to use other people's stories, or do you need to use your own? Teresa is one of my online public speaking training students, and she writes in with the following questions. My question is, does it have to be a personal story? Or, for instance, can I say, my teacher told me about a time he was coaching a prime minister, da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a great story for why you want to watch the video. My feeling is, it's okay to use your story or someone else's story, but to aim to get a personal one that will work. In general, it's always going to be better to have a personal story where you can recount an actual conversation you had with a real person, a real client, a real colleague, family member, or friend. But that doesn't mean you can't use other people's stories. Now, you of course give credit. You're not making it your own, but you can retell it in a way to make your point. Anthony Robbins is, whether you love him or not, is a great public speaker, and he tells great stories. But one of the stories he gives in his big 3-day seminars isn't anything he has a personal relationship with. He tells the story of Sylvester Stallone making Rocky, holding on to his dog, selling his dog, buying his dog back, all the struggle he had making that movie, and he's just recounting it third person. He wasn't even there. It's not his story, but it still works. It shows the power of his message, which is you have a goal, you have to make sacrifices, you have to fight hard, you have to persevere. It makes all those motivational points come through, even though it's not really Anthony Robbins' personal story. So yes, by all means, use other people's stories, but still say it in a descriptive way where there is a dialogue, a setting, emotion, and make sure people use the point or see the point clearly. When you are giving business presentations, I would caution you, if you tell third-person stories, if people don't instantly see the connection, they may think you're wasting time or going on and on. However, if you tell a story that involves a conversation with a real customer, I guarantee you, you're never going to have anyone in your audience, whether it's your boss, your board of directors, your most prominent investors, upset with you. They're going to be hanging on the edge of their seat because they want to know exactly what your customers are saying. So in that case, give a personal story. A personal story about your customer is always going to be better than a great generic story from a well-known celebrity. But mix it up. Teresa, use both. I'm glad to see you thinking about how to tell more stories and to tell stories regularly.